Hi, Nick here with AIBC, and I've got a gentleman here beside me. It's the Honourable Ray Abela, technology educator to the island and parliamentarian who's doing amazing things for our country. Good to have you
Yes,
here.
a good day,
Great.
first and foremost, and welcome to Sigma.
So you just came off the stage. I saw you talking about how technology moves fast
Yes,
here, right?
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes,
how do we
yes.
keep ahead?
Um, um, so Sigma, first and foremost, to start with, and then I go to your question. Sigma, it's very important to our nation. It generates like 1.5 billion in value added to our economy. That's one thing. Plus that it generates 16,000 jobs in this field, in this sector as well. So yes, I have the privilege to be here today and share some ideas with you and thoughts about technology and how we evolved and the plan for the future as well, strategy, vision, and so on and so forth.
Cool. So let's talk about our strategic vision for the future. How do we stay ahead, stay at the cutting edge? How do we keep in line with regulations, keep our reputation intact, and grow?
Yes, two pillars important, Nicholas. The first pillar is education, is the generation of talent in these sectors. So we need to have a robust educational system, not only in secondary and post-secondary levels, but also in primary level. Nowadays, emerging technology subtopics must be well introduced in school curricula. And the most important, to give training to the teachers, so the teachers will be able to excite our students toward these opportunities. Malta's creating a lot of opportunities from good economy, vibrant economy across Europe. So we need to get started and be prepared to have our human resource factor as much prepared as possible. So this human resource factor and the ability of getting Maltese workers, Maltese students prepared for these opportunities. And most importantly, that we have talent retention, that we are able to retain our workers here in Malta by providing the right opportunities, like what we're doing in gaming, for example, like what we're doing in FinTech, for example. So these are all the opportunities that are for the future and for the present, and we have to work along that. Second pillar is the legislation, which is important. If we have to promote the idea of the gaming sector, the gaming economy, the AI economy, the fintech economy, and the esports economy, for example, we need to legislate. And it's not just legislate, it's not just being the first country in the EU in 2019 that we have made the AI Act, but that AI Act must be continuously updated. Technology moves fast, so we have to be fast enough as parliamentarians to get our legislations up to date for emerging opportunities, emerging sectors, emerging economy as well.
You've been in the business of educating the Maltese people for 4 decades. Preceding AI, I guess it's
Yes.
20, 30 years since AI became. Did you ever imagine that it might become one of the pillars of our economy?
Yes, for sure, for sure. That was, I mean, I was 17 years when I started my business, okay? And I had that vision about how the economy will look like in the future. Like, for example, in the early, in mid 80s, we used to give training on the use of a computer, right? In the use of DOS application, MS-DOS as an operating system. Lotus 123, for example, was the spreadsheet at that time and text editors at that time as well instead of word processings today. So that was the education and the training that I used to give to the people out there, not only students. The only benchmark qualification at that time that existed was only computer studies at O level and at A level. as well. Today, we have a whole range of degrees, a whole range of diplomas, a whole range of qualifications in ICT, being, social media experts, social media marketer, developers, gaming developers, all sorts of things, including AI in university. When I was 17 years, the only opportunity I had to develop my skills was to attend a degree course in UK, outside Malta. Today we have all the opportunities and all the education here, right, in Malta. So that is what I dreamt of. What I dreamt of, conferences like these sorts that will give opportunities and a platform to our youths, to our students, to our workers, to reskill themselves, to upskill themselves, to be able to get the most of and the best conditions and remuneration possible in their careers. Yes, that's important. It's important as well for the people out there, for the students out there, for the workers out there to continue with their dream in developing their skills by upskilling, reskilling. As a government, and as a parliamentarian that I am part of the government, I in Parliament speak a lot about these opportunities and speak a lot about the importance of funding, the importance of financial assistance towards these people that show interest to upskill themselves, to reskill themselves. And yes, we have funding like coming from agencies and authorities like Jobs Plus and Malta Enterprise. They give 70% out of tax credits and grants to employers and to employees and to the people that are willing to be part of this economic success. So yes, that's it. Be part of it, have training, and this is the success what we need. We need more people, more citizens. I'm very happy as well with the outcome from a survey from the European Union last week. 96% of the youths between 16 and 24 years, they have basic ICT skills. They have ICT skills. They are ready, not specializing, but they are ready with ICT skills. Compared to the average EU benchmark, which is 70%. So we are 96%. So I'm happy? No, I'm not happy. I'm happy when we're 100. I'm happy when all the generations, not just the 16 to 24, but all the generations, uptaking all the services that we give as a government out there. Like, we're the best in Europe when it comes to e-government services. But what's the use being the best? And then we have a fair percentage of the people, like parents, elderly adults, using the e-services that we provide to the general public. I'll give you another example, like banking. What's the use for banks that promote and invest in the best platforms in the internet banking, unless they give information and training to general public and even elderly, all right, to use these services. So it's a holistic thing. So that's important to focus on and consolidate what we have and aim for the bigger chances in the world of economy.
Personally, I'm an outsider, but what I like about this country in terms of the agility that you guys have, the size gives you the ability to change, to be at the forefront, to publish legislation prior to your competing nations. One of my joys is at the ICT Centre every year when they have their projects, when the new students, technology students, coming up with different various apps, kind of applications for AI. How do you feel about that from, I guess, your foundations, where you're teaching kids how to do the European computer driving license, and now people are moving on to create tangible products for the country?
Yes, agility is important in everything you do. In this case, agility in making the legislation is important. But as I said before, it's important that we have constant updating. We must be abreast with the technology world. The technology moves fast, so we have to move fast as well in the legislation. That's very, very important. When it comes to the question about the importance of education, it's just merely with basic ICT skills, like you said, in the international computer driving license. That is just basic ICT skills. I want to see our youths well equipped in the sectors of AI, for example. AI is the future, so let's get on with introducing AI in schools. It's important, not only in secondary schools, but also basics in AI, in primary schools like year 5 and year 6, and then we go on with the secondary schools and post-secondary, and even the education institutions. They have to gear themselves towards these emerging technologies like MCAST University and all these institutions, and even I'm seeing a lot of investment from the private education institutions as well, creating courses in line with this emerging technologies, especially about FinTech, AI, the social impact of AI. So this is important. We need a progressive nation. We need a progressive workforce. And for that, we need to invest. We need to invest in education. We need to invest in the ecosystem as well. Let's say we have to place ourselves in order in education, the businesses, we give enough sustainability towards the SMEs, to the startups, to innovation, to research, okay? That's important. And even the infrastructure.
Well,
We are 100% infrastructure here in Malta, so connectivity here in Malta, we're the best, 100%. I mean, we're there with fiber optic, internet, so on and so forth. So it is a successful country, but we need to continue. We need to consolidate and sustain, and that's very important.
And the various ministries need to, I guess, work hand in hand. The agendas align, or they work in different areas. For example, we'll need to ensure our power supply is consistent, constant, yeah?
As a parliamentarian from the government side, I always speak in parliament and about the agility and the importance of spreading the AI powers and the AI capability in various ministries, in various authorities, in various government agencies, because that's the future. And we have to be well geared. I see Malta, I dream of Malta as being the champion in AI. And being the champion of AI, we need champions like youths that are watching this video, this message. We want champions. And for that we need, and we are going to back everybody who's following us and who has interest in IT and AI. We need digital champions. And we need the digital champions because we need to be championing this sector, not only in Europe, but across the globe. Yes, we are a small nation, but we can do it.
There's, I guess, prophetic words that very soon there'll be the first unicorn, a one-man band with AI. Do you believe that that's possible? Like a one-person institution that can become a billion-dollar organization with the help of AI. Do you think that that's possible? And also for the people watching, what can hold them back? What would be the roadblocks to us in an AI future on the island?
Nicholas, we have examples of billion-dollar, billion-euro institutions through the exploitation of internet and communications, all right? Data and all sorts of things. Why not having these opportunities for AI too? And yes, AI is going to reflect everyday lives. Every ministry, we're going to see AI integrated in health, in social services, in whatever we do, in the economy, in whatever. So yes, AI works for us. AI works for Malta. AI works for the community and the citizens.
Just a small negative point. How do we, I guess, remain robust jobs-wise? How do we prevent AI from, I guess, removing people from jobs?
No. In any sector, like for example, when it was like 1995 and the year 2000, we used to say that internet is going to take the jobs. It's not only, it hasn't taken the jobs, but it has generated new jobs, and AI will do the same. All right, will be, for example, the youths out there, they will understand what I'm saying. We need champions, we need digital experts when it comes to prompting in AI. When it comes to development and programming, for example, we need to upgrade our programmers and developers to managers and telling AI what they have to write as a coding for their program. So this is the generation will change, and by this generation, by this approach, new opportunities will arise for the future, definitely. And as a country, as a nation, we were always agile in creating and tapping these opportunities, and that's what we'll be doing for the next generations. We need Malta to be more and more successful.
Enhancing our talent,
Yes.
keeping pace with regulation, or keeping ahead, right?
Yes.
And then, I guess,
Yes,
thanks to you
yes,
being
yes.
in the position as a parliamentarian, we have a better chance of securing the funding that we need.
Yes,
It's wonderful to have you in this country doing what you do. Thanks for being here at AIBC. Honourable
Thank you.
Ray Abela, Nicholas signing off for AIBC.